Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today there's actually a lot to go through. We're going to go through the the upcoming Inquisition stuff that's going to be previewed in next week's White Dwarf. We're going to discuss that because if you haven't read already, the image in the background now is showing that if you've got this month's White Dwarf, next month's White Dwarf is apparently Inquisition that are inbound. So it's going to be interesting to see what they get on that. Also, in this video, I want to talk about Christmas box sets. I know it's a bit early for Christmas box sets discussion, but my Alpha Legion contact has contacted me, of course, as they do, and they've revealed some of the Christmas box sets that are going to be coming this year. So let's jump in and let's have a talk. So if you didn't know, this month's White Dwarf had the Sisters of Silence in there, some new rules and stuff like that. I can confirm, since I got the images sent for me for that book, that there's no stratagems, relics, or anything in there, which is completely just knowing for me, since this is what I wanted for my Sisters of Silence. For those of you who don't know, I am doing a Talons of the Emperor Force. My Custodians are all done. I'm just waiting for the Sisters to get some bloody HQs and stratagems and relics and stuff, because at the moment in time, there's really no point in making a Sister army, because they just get a Null Maiden Rhino and a couple of squads, and it's just, yeah, for the rule of cool factor, it's amazing, but for everything else, it's just pretty bland. So I was kind of disappointed with this month's White Dwarf dedicated to them. I thought they'd at least get a couple of stratagems, at least a relic or two, but absolutely nothing on that front. So if you had a Sister of Silence fan, prepared to be let down. Well, I prepared to be let down. That's coming from me. Maybe you'll have a different, view on it, and of course that's just my view. Anyway, ignoring all that stuff, in the White Dwarf, they previewed, it says next month, beware the Inquisition. Now, this is getting me very excited, but also, I'm not excited at the same time. I know this is really a strange way to go about this, but for everything that we've had so far in the White Dwarfs, and I'm going to go back to the Dark Angel one, I was completely hyped for that. I may have overhyped myself, as I tend to do, and of course with the Sister stuff, I hyped myself for that, and I was completely let down. So I don't really want to hype myself for this Inquisition stuff, but then again, it is me, and really can I control my hype? Now, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole on this one, so everything I say from here on out is just my theory. Okay, so this is not fact, this is not what's coming, it's just my theory of what potentially could be coming in next month's White Dwarf. Now, we have Inquisitor models. We have the Eisenhorn model. We have that new woman. I forgot her name. She's got like a little cowboy hat on, but the name escapes me at the moment in time. But we do have Inquisitor models. Now, what I'm hoping for from GW is that they will introduce more Inquisitor stuff. There's a lot of talk that Inquisitors and, agents of the Imperium, that kind of whole thing will be a codex incoming. For right now, I can't really see it because they don't really have the models to support it. Of course, that doesn't mean it won't come, because the way GW drops stuff, they say, hey, look what's coming. These upcoming events in October and November, they may drop reveals there and stuff like that. For at this moment in time, I think Inquisitor would be a great game for Kill Team. There was a lot of rumors, and I still think these rumors are a fact, because when the rumors happen and the rumors tend to come out, is probably around maybe when the design decisions are made, and of course then it takes like a year or two for the designs to be put onto the tabletop. That Inquisition will be a part of a Kill Team expansion, and I think it would work fantastic if it came to a Kill Team expansion. For one, the game itself fits Inquisition perfectly, because the Inquisitor has a little kill team of like badass people, whether they're assassins, psychers, blanks and stuff. It would work. I personally think it would work fantastic for the Kill Team expansion. But if they don't do that and they decide to do the Agents of the Imperium book, I think that would be fantastic as well. Imagine Inquisitors, imagine bodyguard units and all that awesome stuff everything that comes along with Inquisitors. A Ravener, I would love a Ravener model. I think, and I know it basically just be like a flying, box and stuff, but, when it comes into the lore, and you have, Ravener in his little box with blasters on it, and then you have Harlan Nail and stuff like that, I think it's just my fandom being put on tabletop, and that is something that I would completely lose myself over and absolutely love. So moving on to some of the other stuff that I've been sent, of course, off my Alpha Legion contact. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Alpha Omega. What heresy am I speaking? So moving on to the Christmas box sets. Now, last year we actually had some pretty cool Christmas box sets. They were themed, and the theme is actually still carrying on. So last year we had the Imperial Fist, and it was Ultramarines, if I'm not mistaken. Ultramarines, or was it just a generic chapter which was branded Ultramarines? Anyway, the Imperial Fist one was the one that stood out for me because, of course, it had the Imperial Fist and it had the upgrade kit in the Imperial Fist box set as well, which was absolutely incredible. It's like, oh my god, Imperial Fist getting some love. Everyone was losing their mind. What does this mean? Does that mean all the other chapters are going to get it? But, you know, what got revealed lately and what we had now is, of course, the supplements, and everyone got their little upgrades and stuff like that. So it was all planned from GW, but we got ours before everyone else because, you know, the Imperial Fist are clearly the most best and popular chapter when it comes to people playing them on tabletop. Anyway, moving on to the next ones, we are going to be having a Salamander themed box set. So just like the Imperial Fist one that we got at Christmas time, this Christmas we're going to have a similar one, but it's going to be salamanders. So in that is going to be salamander upgrade kits. He didn't state what's actually inside the box. Like the Imperial Fist one, if I remember correctly, had aggressors, a dreadnought, and 10 Intercessor Marines, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it had a little bit more. I think it had some Hellblasters as well. A 5-man squad of heavy Hellblasters. In this Salamander box set, it's not stated what they will have. It's just stated that they will be getting a dedicated box set, and in that box set, we'll have the Salamander upgrade kits, and of course the decals and all that kind of stuff that you expect to get in that. Also, there is going to be a Blood Angel one. Now, the Blood Angel one is he said it's going to be Primaris, but there's also going to be Sanguinary Guard in there. I was like, what? Primaris Sanguinary Guard? He's like, no. It's not Primaris Sanguinary Guard. It's just normal Sanguinary Guard and Primaris mixed into it. So the Blood Angels are getting some love, which is pretty interesting because I think the way they do this is that, of course, maybe they're planning something for the Blood Angels to be coming next year. So, hey, get your box sets now, kids, and then maybe next year the Codex will drop and you've already started to build your Blood Angel, box set, which could be, work out great. Maybe they'll even start teasing some codexes at some, upcoming events. I keep mentioning these upcoming events. There's one in October, which I think it's more or less a board game-esque type of event. And there's one at the start of November. I think it's called Blood something. And that is where they do like the big studio previews and stuff like that. So around the end of October, start of November, we'll have a much clearer picture on what's going to be coming in the next couple of months or over the next year from GW. And it's not all Space Marine love, of course. Some of the rumoured Xenos ones are Dark Eldar. So for you Dark Eldar players, you like to skin people to get your kicks and stuff, so you get to live longer. It probably works best because, with the whole Psychic Awakening happening and Dark Eldar, Incubi, maybe the Incubi will be included in that, and maybe like the new character they got, maybe including the box set, because at the moment, the only way to get it is through that box set, and that box set is pricey, £145 if I'm not mistaken for that box set, and I really don't think it's worth it at all for what you're getting it. It's not really a starter army in that box set. It's more like an army expansion more than anything else. So a lot of people have been really disregarding that box set and just saying, hey, I'll just go on eBay to buy it, buy it in separate bundles and stuff. But I'll say now, from the stuff I've seen on eBay, they're putting their prices up as well because they know people are not buying the box set, they're buying it in bundles, so they're making their buck off it as well. So hopefully GW see sense in what they're doing and start releasing these things as separate kits ASAP. And there's more when it comes to the Xenos as well. He mentioned Tau and Necrons. Now, on this front with the Tau and Necrons, he's not 100% certain. He will be inquiring more information within the coming days. Hopefully today I can get that information for you, and if he does give me 100% certainty if it's Tau or Necrons that are coming in the Battle Force box set, I'll post it on Twitter or maybe stick it to the top comments of this video once I receive that information. Now, of course, on top of that, there is going to be more. That's not just them for the Battle Force box sets. That's just the information that we have now. I'm sure there's going to be more AOS stuff. I'm sure there's going to be even more 40k stuff. It's just, this is what we have gathered so far, so hopefully you can start saving your monies right now, and when it does come to Christmas time, then you can unleash your purses and you buy for the buy throne and collect all the glorious models. He did mention something that apparently this is going to be implemented at the end of November. I can't remember last time when they did the Battle Force box sets. I thought it was like like the second half of December. So, you know, you went out and bought it all. Maybe I'm just thinking that because it's Christmas and I'm connecting the box sets with Christmas. But hopefully, if it is November, that's pretty cool because, you know, we can start getting some cheap bundles very, very fast. All right, Chaperonios, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, if you've got any questions, post them below, and I'll do my best to get that information to you ASAP. I'm looking forward to the Christmas box sets. Am I going to get another Glorious Imperial Fist one? No, we've had our time to shine, though this week is the release of our codex, so there's more Glorious Fisting for me to be had yet. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you all very soon. Have a great day, and bye-bye.